Hey guys, welcome to this TMO video where I'll be showing you my final squad before the Game Week 4 deadline kicks off. Now, I'll show you at the very end how it's going to line up. I'm going to use a 3-5-2 formation. So let's get straight into it with my first keeper. That is Onana. Though Onana will not be in the starting keeper role for me because this player, Areola, will be. Now, Areola has a really easy fixture against Luton, while Onana has Arsenal. So you can definitely see why I am picking Areola over Onana. And Areola is the starting keeper for West Ham. He was the biggest steal of the draft, I reckon. And let's get straight into my defense. And we have Estupinian and Chilwell, the two most must-have defenders at the moment. Both of them have had 0.3 million price rises. So if you don't have both of them, that you'll now be looking at a 0.6 million booster from what they were at the start of the season before the first deadline happened. Now, let's get into my other defender, and that is Colwill. I have tripled up on Chelsea at the moment, and Colwill is just looking like a really nice option. And I did back the Chelsea defense over Luton, and they repaid my fantasy squad by both getting clean sheets and 6 points, which was a thing that differentiated me from other FPL pros. I got 58 points last game week, and most of them got around 56. Now, getting into this next guy who I'm looking to move out of my squad. I just don't have the transfer to do it at the moment, and that is Gabriel. I did use my transfer for this week, and I'll show you. Use that in my midfield, so once I get into that, I'll show you. Gabriel, I really don't have the confidence to put him on instead of Estupinian. I don't like Estupinian's fixture at all against Newcastle. I really don't think he will get a clean sheet. But I don't have the confidence in Gabriel to back him and put him in instead of Estupinian. So the back three will be these three guys. And my last guy, budget guy, Bulldog. Now, I could maybe in the future use a transfer to get Gusto in, but I can't because I've already tripled up on Chelsea players. At the moment, you can only see two of them, but we'll get into it later. Saka and Bruno Fernandes, the two most must-haves in the midfield, and the last must-have is Maddison. These are the three most must-haves you need. I did transfer Martinelli out and transferred in Maddison because I really, really am loving his fixture against Burnley. Now, getting into my other midfielders. So I have all five midfielders are starting this game week. And that is Matoma. I do regret not going with Mbeumo from the start. But Toma's been alright for me. Him and Estupinian have been my most consistent players and the best players for my team so far. Matoma has got only 18 points, I think. And Mbeumo has got 23. So that's the reason why. And Mbeumo has Bournemouth now. So that's a really nice fixture when Matoma has a tougher fixture against Newcastle. My last midfielder, Rashford, who I really am trying to maybe in a few game weeks move him out of my squad. Because Bruno Fernandes, so try and get your head around this thought. Bruno Fernandes had a bad season last year in which he had 184 points. And he normally gets around 250 points. So he had a bad season. Rashford had the season of his career and he just cracked 200 points. Now, Rashford is 9 million, Bruno Fernandes is 8.5 million. And Bruno Fernandes, if he has the season like we thought he can have this season, after having a bad season, maybe he can go back to getting around 230 points. And Rashford is still struggling to get 200 points, then Bruno Fernandes is the guy, and Rashford is not. And Bruno Fernandes' underlying stats are so good, and Rashford is so bad at the moment. So, Bruno Fernandes over Rashford is a must-have. And my forwards, I have Haaland. Next guy is Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. And then I just am backing Jackson in this next fixture. I'm against Nottingham Forest. I'm hoping he can break their defense. Nottingham Forest do have a good keeper in Turner, who I know a lot of players have. But I really hope that Jackson can get a lot of attacking returns. My final guy, Osula. Now, Osula was a good pick. I didn't know if he was going to start. He's so far started every game for Sheffield United. And he has Everton. So I was considering maybe putting him in instead of maybe Rashford or Mitoma. But I can't get myself to do that. Just because Osula is very inconsistent. He doesn't have the maturity. He's still 20 years old. Maturity and skill yet to become a solid fantasy player. So I'm just going to keep him on my bench. 97 out of 100 rating. Now that is what I'm looking for. If I was to switch Gabriel out for Gvardiol, who I'm looking to do, maybe it would push it up to maybe a 99 out of 100. And this is how my team is lining up. Erole and keeper. The back three of Chilwell, Colwill, Estupinian. Middle five, Maddison, Fernandes, Saka, Mitoma, and Rashford. And up top, we have Haaland and Jackson. On the bench, we have Onana, Gabriel, Osula, and Bulldog. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'm out.